State University of New York at Buffalo Engineering Machine Shop serves all disciplines of engineering: biomedical, chemical and biological, civil, structural and environmental, computer science and engineering, electrical, industrial and systems, mechanical and aerospace. Shop resources and technicians are available to assist with research projects, undergraduate and graduate coursework, as well as student club projects. Located in 105 Jarvis Hall, the shop is open from 8 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, all year long. Morning hours are excellent times to get into the shop, as the afternoon hours can get busier. Appointments are not necessary, but you are required to sign in when using the shop. A sign-in sheet is located on the front desk. This orientation has three main goals: to relay important safety and procedural information, to familiarize you with what is available in our shop, and to offer helpful suggestions so that you can make effective use of your time and materials. You will need to use the shop if you have a project that requires you to fabricate or machine something. A wide array of power tools, hand tools, and machines are here at your disposal. We loan out certain types of tools and equipment for use outside the shop as well. Shop technicians have many years of experience building and fabricating on different types of equipment and are here to offer assistance and advice as you build your project. Machine use is prohibited unless shop technicians have trained you on a machine and given you permission to use it. Since machine training is based on need, as you progress in building your project, shop personnel will help you determine what machines you need to use. You will receive instruction on how to use a particular machine until you are comfortable running it on your own. Safety is always a top priority in the machine shop. When you are in the shop, fasten long hair or wear a hat, wear safety glasses at all times, never wear sandals, open-toed shoes, loose clothing, or loose jewelry. Many of the machines in the shop operate at high speed. Pay extra attention to the drawstrings if you are wearing a hooded sweatshirt in the shop. If they hang down, they could become entangled and cause a very dangerous situation. Note the emergency shutdown switches located throughout the shop. When pushed, every machine in the shop loses electrical power and comes to a stop. When you are in the shop and see someone in an emergency, safety, or distress situation, hit this button and get shop personnel immediately. Fire extinguishers are located throughout the shop as well. First aid kits, material safety data sheets, and the eye wash station are located at the sink in the main entrance to the shop. There are 3 fire exits from the shop: one at the main entrance, one at the rear of the main shop, and one from the student shop. Before you begin any physical work in our shop, it is helpful if you have some of your ideas, drawings, or sketches down on paper. Bring them in and consult with shop personnel about your ideas. We may have some suggestions on your project that will make construction easier and may also save you time and materials. Another suggestion you should consider is to make a scale model of your project. Speak to your professor about this idea. Once preliminary decisions have been made on your project, the next step is to make drawings for the parts you will construct. These drawings will need to be legible and have dimensions. There are drawing programs such as SolidWorks or AutoCAD available for download at the UB Computing software site. Though these formats are not required, it is a good idea to get used to using these types of tools, as future employers will require it. All materials for your project will be provided by you, your professor, or the club you are a member of. Shop personnel can suggest several local distributors where materials can be procured, as well as catalog and online merchants that are reasonably quick with shipping. The wood shop area of the shop includes a panel saw for large wood or plastic sheets, a table saw for smaller cuts, power chop saw for framing lumber, radial arm saw, drill press, and surface planers. The wood shop also has a variety of cutting blades suited for various equipment and materials. The fabrication area has equipment that allows you to perform sheet metal rolling, shearing, bending, notching, and spot welding. Welding area capabilities include TIG, MIG, stick, and oxyacetylene welding. There is a jig table for clamping structures to prior to welding, a parts washer for degreasing, a glass bead blaster for metal prep and cleanup, and a surface grinder for precision grinding of ferrous metals. The shop includes a main toolbox that houses most hand tools such as wrenches, screwdrivers, hammers, and socket sets. It is located near the shop technician's desk. If you need particular tools or measuring devices, consult with shop personnel. Certain tools and equipment can be loaned out, usually for a 24-hour period. Check with a shop technician and use the sign-out sheet located at the front desk if you plan to take something out. You must check with a technician before using any machine, and make sure you have been properly trained in its use. At times, machines may be down for repair or in use with specific projects. A bandsaw can be used to cut raw material down to working size. Most saws are set up to be material specific and are marked as such due to different types of blades required for different materials. Aluminum, steel, wood, and plastic all have different blade types, so it is important to use the correct saw for your material. Check with technicians about cutting speed settings before use. When using the bandsaw to cut round bars or tubes, it is important to secure the stock in a machine vise upside down so that the material is flat on the table. This will prevent the stock from being able to rotate when coming in contact with the blade. It also prevents the material from tipping if held in the vise right side up. A drill press is used to cut a hole in various materials. Before using one, be sure to secure your material in a hand vise or clamp the material down to the table. Unsecured material can quite easily get stuck to a spinning drill and quickly become a safety hazard. As with most machines, you should always consult with shop personnel about the cutting speed of the machine before use. Lathes are used for turning or cutting the outside, inside, or face of cylindrical parts. They can also be used for drilling holes in the center of a rotating part. Material on a lathe is rotated and the cutting tool is fixed for the most part with respect to the material. The different lathes in the shop all perform the same operation, but are not all completely similar due to different manufacturers. It is important to be familiar with the particular machine you are using. Milling machines are used to make surfaces flat or parallel, cut slots, and drill holes, as well as other operations. A milling machine's cutting tool rotates while the material is fixed to the table. Most of the Bridgeport milling machines in the shop are very similar, but again, always check with shop personnel if you are unfamiliar with any particular aspect of a machine. Computer numerical control machines, or CNC, perform similar operations as manual machines, except that a computer program has been written to automate the steps needed to produce a part. The machine shop includes a Haas CNC milling machine, a Haas CNC lathe, and an older style Bridgeport lathe. To program the CNC machines, you will be using computer-aided design software known as CAD. Here in the shop, we use FeatureCam produced by Delcam to create programs the Haas machines use to machine parts. As you design and draw your part and answer questions about material and raw stock, the software creates the program in the background. FeatureCam is very similar to other drawing packages such as SolidWorks and AutoCAD and is available in our shop as well as on several computers on the 10th floor of Furnace Computer Lab. Many students and clubs are self-taught by using the software in the labs. However, courses are available through mechanical and industrial engineering. The student shop is the area where most machining work performed by students is done. It is located inside the engineering machine shop. This shop contains Bridgeport milling machines, lathes, and drill presses, as well as a work area for students. Your project can be stored in the student shop so you don't have to transport it back and forth as you make progress on it. Shop personnel will familiarize and instruct you with the operation of the machines so that you can use them by yourself. Consult with shop personnel when you plan to use a particular machine. If you are uncertain at any time how to operate a machine so that it performs to meet your requirements, you must check with a technician. Using a machine without training, familiarity, and certainty about its operation could result in injury, damage the machine, and you could also ruin a part you have invested a considerable amount of time and expense in. When you are through using shop machines or tools, it is your responsibility to return any tools to their proper location and clean up both the machine you used as well as the surrounding area. There are always brooms, dustpans, and vacuum cleaners available to assist you with cleaning up. If your workpiece or machine setup is very complex and you do not finish the task at hand before you have to leave, check with shop personnel about leaving the part in the machine until you can return to finish. These situations will be accommodated whenever possible, but there are no guarantees that your job will remain in a particular machine, especially if you are away for an extended time period. Even though you are leaving your part in a machine, it is your responsibility to clean the surrounding area before you leave. The State University of New York at Buffalo Engineering Machine Shop is a valuable resource for all of our engineering students. We provide design and fabrication assistance utilizing a wide variety of machinery and tools. Hands-on experiences available through the student workshop offer undergraduate and graduate engineering students the opportunity to become confident and skilled on various machines. Come in and familiarize yourself with our shop, and when you are ready to work, always abide by the shop safety rules and follow shop procedures. Make the most of your shop experience by coming in to discuss your ideas and goals with shop professional staff.
You're going to come back and hit the foot pedal.
We are here to assist, guide, and instruct.